Sharmane Fury. The first place where my head went when I first saw you mention that name, I wanted to jokingly tease you and say, "All right, so are you a relative of Nick Fury?"
I am the mythical child of Samuel L. Jackson. Um, and I have said this for years. And when, except for the 2 years that I worked on the same show as his actual biological child, and I had to keep my distance because I was so embarrassed about that.
Oh no.
Um, I when he took on the mantle, the Fury mantle, everything about him in that role clicked into place. Like, it's not
Mhm.
just that I'm the mythical child of Samuel L. Jackson. I am the child of Samuel L. Jackson as Nick Fury.
See, my curiosity almost wants to make me ask you the question. So, how was she, the Samuel Jackson's daughter?
She is him. She is like legit. I I was working on a show and I didn't make the connection, even though I knew the name of his family because I'm a fan.
Of course.
I didn't make the connection, and I had my bad motherfucker wallet. I had Samuel L. Jackson all over my desktop screen. I was wearing T-shirts with his face on all the time. Like, I'm legit a fan. And
Mhm.
my boss at the time had said, like, he's laughing and he's like, "I cannot wait for you to meet Zoe." And I was like, why are they also into Samuel L. Jackson? And he's like, no, do you not know her? Have you not, you don't know who she is? And I was like, well, I booked her flight, but I haven't met her yet. And then I thought, I was like, oh crap, her last name was Jackson. And I was like, oh no. Because of course a
Mhm.
celebrity's child would end up working on in TV also.
Right.
And when she walks into the door, like, you didn't have to point her out. Like, she's got his vibe for real. She looks like her mother, but she acts like him. And
Mhm.
I instantly just like buttoned everything down. Like, I toned everything down. I stopped telling people that I was his child because I've been telling people I was his child since high school. I
Oh
have had
no.
a long-standing obsession with Samuel L. Jackson, and and so at one point later in the first season of the show we worked on, I was driving somebody, one of the other people on set, had like some need to go pick up a prescription or something like that, and I was a free person, so I was like, yeah, I'll take you. And while we're in the car, the girl goes, do you know who's the person that's like obsessed with Zoe's dad? And it was just so random. Like, we didn't even know each other. We weren't talking. And I started laughing. I was like, oh no. I was like, that's me actually.
Oh
And she goes,
no.
oh, it's you. She's like, I like you. Because at first she was ready to like hate on whoever it was. She's like, no, I like you. You're always, helpful and dope and stuff like that. She's like, what is it? And I was like, I'll tell you the truth. Starts with, he did an interview where he described that he had a childhood stutter, and the way he broke his stutter was every time he felt the compulsion to stutter, he would say, that's why he says it. And the fact that that trained him out of his stutter, and why he's become famous and synonymous with that, which is also my favorite word, um, it endeared me to him so much that I instantly was like, that's my dad right there. And I've been saying it, I want to say probably since I was like 14 or 15 years old, and I'm 45 now. So it's crazy the level of obsession that I have. So
Oh
yeah,
my
that
god.
happened. And she's like, well, no, I want to introduce you guys now. And I was like, no. She's like, have you met her? I was like, no. I was like, I interact with her, but I never tell her who I am. I do not want to be the person that like becomes her friend and also has an obsession with her dad. Like, I don't want her
Yeah.
to feel like I'm meeting her that way. And so I always tried to avoid engaging with her in that respect. But she was
Mhm.
funny and she's dope, and she says motherfucker just like he does. And yeah, he's awesome.
Oh
She's
my.
awesome. But yeah, but when he became Fury, it was
Mhm.
just like everything about who he was as that character combined so many of my worlds
Mhm.
that yeah, that's how I what I say is that I gave up my married name and went back to my maiden name.